Hey Squares, I'm MK, and today we are starting a horror game. Call of Cthulhu, The Dark Corners of the Earth. It is an older game, so I don't know how well optimized it's going to be. It was made in 2006 by Bethesda Softworks. There is a new Call of Cthulhu coming out in October, so I figured I'd give this one a playthrough first. Before we get to... Sheesh. Before we get to play the new one. I assume a private investigator will be fine. I'm not no boy... I was gonna read that, but apparently not. Not no Boy Scout. February 16th, 1922. Ooh, at Arkham Asylum.
Now, at my end, I can fully see. My last case opened in me a new fear. A real fear. A fear of myself, of what I am, and of what I've always been.
Oh,
All
God.
that I was is now lost. Hope, purpose, pleasure, all meaningless. I now walk in the shadows between worlds, and it is there I have finally glimpsed upon what lives in the dark corners of the earth.
I hope that's not us, but I think it is. Okay, I think we all know what's gonna happen here. Getting Outlast feelings. Definitely reminded me of Outlast. Which was a... Which, dark corners of the earth. Well, that isn't unsettling. Prologue. The ignorant will never know what that said. Game tips are currently active. If you don't want to see any game tips, they can be turned off. Game tips are fine. Oh, but I was 6.5 years ago. It's a big chunk of time. Jack P. Walters, I assume? So that was 1922, so this is now 19... Never. It's right there, 1915. I was just gonna guess.
Robert, this had better be good. What's the beef?
Sorry, Jack. We had to call. This fellow will only talk to you. Name's Victor Holt.
Don't know any Victor.
He's the leader of this weird cult that moved in here a few months back. Got about 20 followers. They've been causing trouble all over town. Stealing, going through folks' trash, hanging around outside people's homes at all hours. No one ever presses charges, though. They're a screwy bunch. They've got the locals scared. So tonight, we were just passing, you know, doing the normal rounds, when we heard gunshots fired from their property.
Gunshots? Hang on there. No one said anything about gunshots. Who have we got out here?
Yeah, just me, Nichols, and a few new recruits.
Well, that's just great. Lead the way, Robert. I better check out this crazy gang of yours.
This crazy gang of yours. Alright. Okay. Just checking the controls. The paddy wagon, guys. Alright. What's your name? Your name is Blurry. Okay.
What's taking him so long? Something must be wrong. I think Evening, Jack. Glad you could join the freak show.
Whoa, it
How's
was
it
2
looking,
seconds
Henry?
ago.
I don't
Oh,
like
just a different person.
Check the alley on the right. Victor Holt's over there in the shadows. He's waiting for you.
That's really
Can we
creepy.
trust him?
No.
Nope, but we've got you covered. You better take it slowly, though. They're a bit twitchy.
Did I get shot? Oh, as soon as I walked in. Okay. Strange cultist. Wait, did that not happen? Oh no, we got a dead guy. Can I have that gun? Can I have it? Nope, okay. I would like to be armed. I don't want to be... Alright, I know. There's an action going on. I should get... Jesus, where'd you come from, dude? I'm gonna have to find a... He's dead. Philip's been shot. Okay. I've remapped some of the keys.
It's an old stove.
Oh, okay.
It's too dark to be sure, but that rotting smell tells me these shelves are used for storing food.
Alright, Jack. I feel like we should have a gun. It would make me feel a lot safer. Okay, well,
An old grandfather clock.
do you have anything to say about this? I have a lot of things to say about that. Oh. You save your game at the... that. Whatever. Wow, I'm really tall.
It's locked.
Alright then. I wish I had a gun. Oh, now I definitely wish I had a gun. I heard a
It
dog.
won't open.
Alright.
It won't open.
Alright. Apparently none of this shit's opening.
The shelves have collapsed and spilled books all over the floor.
I think that's where he shot me from, right here. Okay. You know what? We're gonna go over here. Yep, this place looks better.
I can't open it.
Wish you would.
Poisoning by the looks of it.
How would... Oh, okay. I guess that's what that is. Alright, also...
He's dead.
Oh, they're all dead.
They're all dead.
My vision's all blurry. If you saw the warning...
Suicide. Or rather, mass suicide. These nuts had some serious issues. He's dead. They're all dead.
You never know, we might find something useful.
Suicide.
Nope, alright,
Or
he's gonna
rather,
keep saying the
mass
same things.
suicide. These nuts had some... It's hot and giving off a lot of smoke.
Oh, okay, well, it's a nice... caught on a chair. Okay.
Don't shoot. I'm unarmed.
Ah, we've been expecting you, Mr. Walt.
Well, alright, can I have your gun?
Damn. He recognized me. And it sounded like he was going to get on the level with what's going on in this joint.
Ooh.
He's dead. A key. Could come in handy.
Agreed. You've picked up an inventory item! Exclamation point. Open the interface to view this item and its description. Highlight the item to click to use the character, object, or even by itself. Alright. Jesus, simple enough. I wish I had a flashlight. I thought this was moving on. Oh, gross.
I better keep a distance from the window, or I'll end up like this nut job. He seemed to recognize me. I don't get it. Empty ammo boxes and spent shells. Nothing useful.
Alright, well, we had some locked doors.
It won't open.
Oh, those are the non-budging doors. Very different than the locked doors. It was this one, right?
It's locked.
Alright, inventory is I. Oh, but I was gonna say, if you saw the warning at the beginning, it's it'll mess with your mind. It's not your disc. So it's going to be getting blurry, flashing lights, all that stuff.
It's the wrong key.
Well, isn't that just dandy?
It's unlocked.
Oh, was that the key? Okay, that was the key for this room then. Oh, that's making me do
I
that.
don't understand. I mean, all of these photos. All of them. There must be some kind of mistake. Why would they want me here? It must be an old case. Something I've forgotten. Some screwball with a grudge, maybe. Think. I gotta think.
Uh-oh, are we going to be on these... Oh, man.
All these photos and clippings are of me. I just don't get it.
Oh, another key. Library.
Another key. This should fit the door across the hall.
Day 15. Leave home. Arrive at... Oh, you picked up your first journal item. Select the book icon in the interface to study your journal and may reveal vital clues. When the book icon is grayed out, there are no new entries. The diary. A collation of general evidence. Enlightened or duped. Inside Boston's strangest church. Those of our readers who live near its headquarters in an ordinary-looking Boston residence will need no introduction to the Fellowship of Yith, or whatever the cult's name is. Yith? I'm not sure. For those who have not encountered the mysterious semi-religious group before, a few words of explanation are necessary. Since our country's founding upon the basis of religious freedom, its shores have been home to many small religious groups outside the mainstream. No small number of headquartered in the states of New England. No small number, as in there's a lot of them, where the pilgrims themselves sought a new world free of religious persecution. But the question must be asked, at what point does a religion become a cult, and its trusting adherents, not to mention its blameless neighbors, become victims? That is the question of this journal possesses in regard to the Fellowship of Yith. Sheesh. In a month-long investigation, our intrepid reporters have diligently sought out the truth behind the so-called church. Its origins are somewhat mysterious, the more so since the group's leaders declined to be interviewed or to be assist in our investigation anyway. Yeah, well, why would they want you poking around? However, it seems that the Fellowship was founded more than 20 years ago by one Victor Holt. He's dead now, based on the revelation he had received from beyond the confines of this world. Holt has not been seen for almost 6 years. His followers apparently believe that he is communing with the mysterious powers behind his faith, and that he is shortly to return with new insights and teachings. All this sounds like a harmless, if eccentric, spiritual group, little different from many others. However, those who make their homes near to the Fellowship's headquarters tell a different, more sinister story. I'm not going to read the rest of this. The coroner has ruled a death a suicide. Our condolences go out to his family. Mythos, tomes, and manuscripts. Nothing collected. Alright. Oh, that's how long I played. Not available yet. Warning. Narcotic analgesic class. Helps block pain. It should be used with extreme caution. Alright, we're going to the library. I was trying to read this. Leave home. Arrive at station. Leave station. Lunch. Something. Bank. Back to station. Follow suspect. Stake out. Go home. What's this?
Nothing of interest.
Oh, alright then. Sapped. I should not be paying attention. While we're here. Why not?
It's unlocked.
Thank you.
For nutcases, they seem quite literate.
What, just because they're insane doesn't mean they can't read?
These books are really old, and most of them are in strange languages I don't understand. I don't have time to read. I'm a detective, not a pen pusher.
Alright. Sheesh, sorry, I'm just trying to get
It
information.
appears to be a private study area. It appears to be the drawer holds an ancient manuscript. The symbols on the front seem to be written in classical Greek.
Oh.
There are definitely some strange sounds coming from this side of the room.
Uh-oh. Well, let's read the book. Panoptica. This manuscript looks medieval, but claims to be a translation from the classical Greek of a far older work from before the time of the first humans. The pages are stained, faded, and even burned in some places, making reading difficult. The legible sections tell the history of an unthinkably distant antiquity. They speak of races so strange as to be beyond human comprehension, and wars fought across vast gulfs of time and space. There are concepts so utterly alien that they sound like absolute madness. Time travel, flying polyps, mental projection, great race of Yith. It makes you dizzy just to read it. What? What? That's really... Whew, that was, kind of creepy. Apparently now we're in a hallway. And now we're going in a basement.
Shit, that did not sound good.
I agree. Oh, okay. Well, now we're down here
that's
for
just swell.
exactly, Jack. All right. Oh, was this the guy who was screaming?
He's dead. The beam must have fallen and crushed his skull.
Okay. Convenient. Trying to crush my skull now.
Medical charts on the human anatomy.
It's just a bloody
This
sink.
sink would be used for scrubbing up.
Is that a sponge? I hope it's a sponge. That's
Dead bodies.
dead body.
And plenty of them. Something dreadful has been going on down here.
There's cockroaches. Step on them. Run them over.
Seems like these cabinets are used for storing chemicals and medical equipment.
Looks like ketchup and mustard to me.
Seems like these
All
cabinets
right.
are used for storing chemicals and medical equipment.
Can my guy stop, like, panting? It's freaking me out. I was just about to talk about the creepy guy pinned to the thing, but apparently they needed to dramatically show us. Oh, he's not dead.
Nope, nothing of interest.
Looks like his kidneys.
Oh.
They're moving around in all that liquid.
Oh, what do we have?
This pipe must drain the waste from his intestines.
Oh, this is just gross.
Looks like his brain. I wonder what those wires are for.
Well, we'll get to you in a minute. I'm gonna check out the rest of your body parts.
Looks like his stomach. The contraption above seems to be controlling his breathing.
Gotcha.
His beating heart.
Gotcha. If you grab me, I'm gonna be mad.
Good God. What the hell is all this?
Agreed. What the hell is all this? Sheesh. Alright. This is nothing, I guess.
I've never seen equipment like this before. Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, we did it. It's kind of our fault.
There's no power.
Whoopsies.
The crystal's still warm.
Oh, we'll just take it. Leave it. Just get out.
This tunnel feels like it's gonna collapse at any moment.
It probably is. Go. Get out of here, Jack. I don't know if you know you're going deeper underground. Oh, hey. What do you know? Oh, that's creepy. Can I take this one?
Ah! It's too hot to
Oh,
pick up.
Jesus, fine.
There's no power.
Okay, so we need to stick this power crystal in this worm thing, maybe? Oh, inventory.
It's too hot to touch. I think it's being used as a power source for the machine.
I agree. I think you're entirely right. Oh, now we're stuck in the big stomach thing. Well, alright then. The Diary of Jack Walters, February 6, 1922.
It's been more than 6 years since I entered that strange house in Boston. But to me, it was just 5 months ago. Amnesia, the doctors called it. Probably brought on by acute mental stress. I remember investigating the far side of the library. There was screaming. According to the police report, they had searched the house for hours, only to find me later collapsed on the floor. When my eyes opened and I spoke, my colleagues recoiled in fear. There was something unnatural in my voice and blank gaze. They committed me to Arkham Asylum, where I was diagnosed with severe schizophrenia. As it became clear that I presented no danger to either myself or others, I was released from the asylum's care. I have learned little of my activities in the 6 years that followed. The accounts I've been able to piece together show much of my time was spent in travel and study. I maintain a fanatical infatuation with the occult, delving deep into volumes concerning witch cults and dark legends, often in languages unfamiliar to my own. When I reawakened 5 months ago, exactly 6 years after entering that house in Boston, no trace was left of what had been a secondary personality. I was myself again, or at least what I believed myself to be. Return to normal life has been a painful process. In recent days, my dreams have been plagued by cosmic landscapes, and I've become fearful of my own reflection. I am beginning to remember things from that day, more than 6 years past, that I have told no one else.
Jack Walters.
Hello, Mr. Walters. My name's Arthur Anderson. I need your help finding a missing person.
I don't take that kind of job.
Did you get my package?
Hold on.
I'm just gonna look straight down at my desk. Maybe. I have to smoke, sorry. Is that his mail or is that the garbage bin?
What exactly do you want from me, Mr. Anderson?
It's one of my store managers, you see. Brian's his name. Ryan Burnham. Nice lad. He disappeared recently from the First National grocery store in Innsmouth.
Innsmouth? Never heard of it.
It's a small fishing town on the coast, not far from Arkham. I'd like to see you in person before you leave.
Hold on there a minute. I didn't agree to take this what the hell? I'll be here all day anyway.
Hey, you get paid, man. What are you gonna do? Sit there and smoke yourself to death? Store manager reported missing. Alright. Night. I have a new client, Mr. Arthur Anderson, the regional manager of the First National Grocery Store. It appears was burglarized, and its manager, one Brian Burnham, is missing. From what I have been able to gather, Burnham is something of a young rogue. A friend of the family, Mr. Anderson, gave him a job as a favor. Burnham is looking like the prime subject for the robbery, but there are a few things that don't add up. Not to Anderson, and not to me. For instance, why would Burnham force an entry into the store when he had a set full of keys, free access to the cash register, and the combination to the back office safe? To misdirect any investigation? If that was his plan, why did he disappear? Following my conversation with Mr. Anderson, I found out what I could about the ancient town of Innsmouth. For generations, the crumbling seaport and its people have been shunned by its neighboring communities. Outsiders and are unwelcome there, and there are superstitious tales of a strange element in the town's oldest families. They are of a mixed blood, so the stories go. Whatever that's supposed to mean. That's usual Hicktown prejudice, no doubt. After making a brief visit to Innsmouth, my client came away distrustful of the local authorities. He isn't buying into that Burnham robbed the place, and he wants to know what happened. Only one bus goes to Innsmouth, and tomorrow afternoon I'll be on it. It feels good to have a purpose after 5 months of trying to break through my amnesia. Also, I feel a little apprehensive. Maybe it's the wild stories about the town, or maybe it's just because I haven't had a case in so long. Or is it because you're completely insane? Probably that. Oh, hey, a picture. Washington Street.
Driver, how far did he stop?
It's almost there. I'll drop you at the town square of Innsmouth.
Why lock the gates?
Keeps out wanderers looking for work. You don't want those folks like that interfering with our affairs.
Is the bus from Arkham always this empty?
Aye, and we prefers it that way. Not many come to Innsmouth.
But what about trade? Surely the port needs business.
Innsmouth has the means to look after her own.
Well, alright then. This is a very unique bus. Alright, we have a headless statue.
This is it, stranger. End of the line.
End of the line. Get on out. Alrighty. Innsmouth, Arkham, and something else. Oh my god, you're quite horrifying looking.
I'm looking for Brian Burnham.
Can't help you.
Okay. Jesus. Look at this bus. Does everybody stand like a hulking...
Could you direct me to the First National Grocery Store? I hear they have a shop in town.
I don't know nothing about that.
Oh,
Alright,
well,
Joe.
You see, I'm looking for a young lad called Brian Burnham. I'm a friend of the family. He worked in the store.
Don't know who you're talking about, fella.
Alrighty.
Chit-chatting to him's gonna get me no place fast.
Agreed.
It won't open.
Okay.
It won't budge.
I didn't think so. I figured we're gonna have to talk to this guy. Are you okay, man?
Evening.
Aye.
The name's Jack Walters. I'm just visiting.
He is
You
creepy.
don't say, sir. Gilman. Charlie Gilman. I run this here hotel of an evening.
You got any rooms?
I'd not rightly know that for sure. All habits cleaning rooms at present. Them's from out of town can leave a horrid mess.
Mm-hmm. Probably 'cause you killed him.
Talking to this fellow's getting me nowhere, and he's more than a touch creepy.
Oh,
If I
good.
need a room, and I'm desperate, then I'll come back.
Stop your snooping. And there's for hotel staff only.
Fair enough. I'm just looking for a place to save.
It's locked.
These are the tiny... I mean,
It won't
all these
budge.
people do seem to be hunched over.
It won't open.
Can we just hop off? That would save some time. Nope. That's what happens when I hit shift. I don't know what it means.
It won't open.
Sorry, I thought I was at the front. Clearly not. Oh, there it is.
Nothing of interest. Nothing of interest. A small wooden clock.
Well, here we go. Here's the place to save. We'll save over this. This is where I'm going to end it for today. Hanging out in Gilman's hotel. We're going to have to find Bo Burnham. That's not his name. That's a comedian. Brian Burnham. In the next episode. Thank you all for watching this. Please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. Check out the links in the description for our social media and tons of other good stuff. And we will see you again soon. Good night.